Good evening, my people. I have thoroughly missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks of me not starting the meetings, and wow. I believe you guys were in good hands and you enjoyed. Kevin, where are you? You're supposed to also start today. This mentorship has better work. I don't know where Kevin is at today, but good evening. I can see Grace Mina is here, Peter, and Jerry, Redemptor, Chepchirchir, yes, I know how to pronounce your name. Stop bullying me. Oh yeah, Byrol, Karibu Sana, Helen, how are you? Samuel, hi. Yes, I am the moderator of choice. And yes, well, it's good to see you this 22nd day of February. It's 2202220222, and I think we are blessed. And yeah, we look forward to having an interactive session. And yes, allow me to recognize the presence of our sign language interpreter. Where are you, young lady? I cannot see you. Just 1 minute. Right. How are you, Catherine?
I'm fine.
Okay. It's good to see you. I have Helen here. Helen is one of our followers who really appreciate the fact that we have you on board, because it has made the sessions really interesting for her. And she really appreciates your presence and the team as well. So we really appreciate you doing this. And thank you so much, Catherine, for making it here every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And may you keep, may God bless you. Sandra, stop complaining about the music. Come back. She is here. She's here, Helen. She's here. Catherine is actually on the spotlight right now, and you can actually see her. And then yes, Njoroge, good evening. Anyway, let me just start off this meeting. I think I will say good evening to everyone before, and then we'll end up not learning how to make money. Oh my God, today is so interesting. All right, so my name is Grace Nzula. I am from Atara Solutions. Atara Solutions is an HR consulting and training firm. We are a one-stop shop for all your trainings. We run this program. It's Get It Right with Atara Solutions. It is where we seek to demystify issues in entrepreneurship and employment. We do this every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We are on season 3. Can you believe it? Season 1, we did 26 episodes. They're all uploaded on our YouTube channel. Season 2, we did 33 episodes again on our YouTube channel. And I think we're on episode what? I don't know whether it's 8 or 6. I can't even keep up. We started with goal setting, then we discussed money, and then we've discussed relationships. Oh yeah, last week was awesome. Oh my God, you guys, I hope you logged in and learned a thing or two about relationships. Yeah. Right. And then, so this webinar is brought to you courtesy of Atara Solutions in partnership with Balcon Housing and Stallion Construction Company. Balcon Housing is a real estate and property management firm. They are your one-stop shop for all your property needs. If you're looking for a piece of land to buy or invest, or something that you want to just buy and hold on to as you wait for your kids to go to high school so that you can sell off and take them abroad for their learning or something, you speak to Balcon Housing. If you have a building somewhere or some property somewhere that you're looking for somebody to manage for you, help you collect rent, deal with the land tenants, then Balcon Housing are there for you. Then we also have Stallion Construction Company. Stallion Construction Company, as the name spells it, is a construction firm. If you're looking to do renovations in your house, if you're looking to build your house or just your offices, anything that pertains to construction, Stallion Construction are your people. We also have Pathway Solutions. Pathway Service Solutions are our partners in training. They are a training firm. They have actually developed an LMS. Some of you in season 2 were able to win a number of trainings that were self-taught. we are looking to launch a product with them. We are going to do a survey very soon because we would like you to take advantage of the materials that they have on their LMS, which will help you upgrade yourself. We actually will be offering certificates for that one at a very, very subsidized rate. For the people on Get It Right. So Pathway Solutions, thank you for your partnership. We appreciate you. Balcon Housing, Stallion Construction, and then we have Wandi Restaurant. Wandi Restaurant is a restaurant based on Nairobi Nyeri Highway. They are at Ola Kambiti. Ola is a petrol station at Kambiti, just after Makuyu as you head to Sagana, before you even get to the bridge. There's an new Ola petrol station there. They have Wandi's restaurant. They have, oh my God, their food is so tasty. And my God, Kwanzaa, it's mango season, and that is part of Kaoland. Jesus Christ, to get it done, freshly made as you wait, and it just takes 5 minutes. So you need to visit Wandi's restaurant or you're on your way to Nanyuki, Nyeri, Karatina, Kirinyaga, and all that. So Karibu sana. Helen, the interpreter, is there. Maybe you need to move. If you're on your phone, you probably need to move to the next screen. She's actually on the spotlight. Kindly have a look. Maybe Kevin, you can help me type that for Helen. She's asking where the interpreter is. And yeah, if she's checking on the phone, then that might be a challenge. Okay. All right. So I want to jump onto the business of today. We are learning how to make money, and we have my friend. I've known Bavi for a while now, and he's one of the people who I have no idea what he does with these screens, but I know he makes money. That is all I know, and probably that's what we need to learn from him. That he's a young man. In fact, when we were discussing this in season 1, I was like, I need you to talk about your journey because you're one of the young people who has managed to stick into business. And let me not talk about your age before people stop taking you seriously. But I'll tell you about his age after this. But he's, oh yeah, but I can mention if you're single, he's looking for a wife. Anyway, that is on a light note. So yes, our topic of today is money in the bank. Money in the bank using your social media. And Bobby, we have a lot of HR professionals here. We have other professionals who are logged in, and then we have business owners as well. So kindly tell us how, maybe you can tell us a bit about your business, and then you can share your screen.
Okay, thanks a lot, Grace. Good evening, my fellow friends. Today I have an interesting topic that I want to cover. So everyone's on social media, and they see a lot of businesses making money and they want to jump on it. And I get a lot of businesses telling me, how do I make money from social media, digital media, all that stuff, good stuff. And I reached out to Grace, and then I told Grace that, hey, you know what, this is a topic that we can actually cover and show people how to go around it. So I'm gonna go cover it on a high level. So I don't want to dig into depth, otherwise we'll be here for like a few hours. But at the end, you can connect with me, and then I can show you how we actually do it. So let me get started. Let me share with you my screen. So I'll just go side by slide and then just give you a brief on what I have in store for you guys. Okay, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So our company is called LXR, and what we do is we help businesses scale with digital ads. So my name is Bhavya Bharaj, and I am the head of growth. So we use digital technologies. So digital technologies means Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google, and TikTok, and so on and so forth. They're always coming up. So we have a world-class team that's generated over $70 million and counting in leads and sales. So I'll dig in depth on that. So firstly, I just want to start talking about, I want to know what you guys do. So if you can tell me what type of businesses you run, and any side hustles that you're running that you want to increase your revenue. And Grace, I think you'll have to read me the names because I can't see the side hustles people are running.
Oh, you can't see. Okay, we have JD, who is insurance, Horace Insurance. I think they're still coming in. Joan in consultancy, Lucy plumbing, counseling, FMCG, real estate, security, laundry and cleaning, FMCG, learning and development consulting, training and consultancy, kids clothing, finance, entertainment and digital media, IT services, hospitality, FMCG, private company, tour company, background screening.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a few businesses. I've just picked a few. And now my question to you all will be, what's your monthly revenue that you're generating from your digital channels? So Grace?
Zero shillings.
Anyone else?
I can answer for them. Yeah, Esther has said zero. Annabelle is on zero.
Okay. At least we have to start from somewhere. So zero is okay.
Yeah. Jerry zero. Victor zero. Lucy zero. Aha. We're doing just fine.
Okay. Sounds good. So now at least I know the audience and where you guys are at. So let me just dig in. I want to ask you, how many of you sustain your business heavily on referrals?
Yeah.
Grace, will you be able to assist me? How many people in the audience sustain their business through referrals?
Me, Peter, yes. Great Minds referral, yes. Njeri, yes. Zach, yes. Rose, yes. Joe, yes. Joyce, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Purity, yes. Aha. Cynthia, okay. Yes. Helen, yes.
Grace, that's okay. That's enough for now. So let me explain to you what referrals do to your business. So you may think referrals are good, but they actually cause harm to your business. So I'm going to give you an example of how referrals cause some harm, and you may have seen it. So I know someone's in real estate and you are selling a plot for 5 million, and that person negotiated with you and took you down to, let's say, 4 million shillings. Then what will happen is he will tell a friend of his that I bought a plot at 4 million. What does that do to your business? You're getting people who are lower quality in terms of pricing, so you will never be able to increase your price in such a scenario. Now, the other sad part of referral is it's not consistent. Every month, you're not sure if you're getting 1 lead, 2 leads, 10 leads, or even 0. And that's the big risk of referrals in any business. That's why we should never rely on referrals. Another thing is with referrals is the quality of a referral is very dependent, because let's say if one referral comes through a friend and a bunch of friends come in and give you business, when they pull out, what happens? I'm going to give you an example in insurance. One insurance, I could join an insurance company and get a premium, and I get 5 friends. Then when I pull out, I influence my 5 friends and they all pull out as well. That's true story. So let me jump in onto the other problem. So I know many businesses have sales teams, but they don't have leads. So you're paying someone maybe on a retainer plus commission, or fully on commission, or paying them on a retainer. Now, I see a lot of businesses going through one challenge. They tell the salesperson, you go find the clients and you go close them. Here's the reality. The purpose of having a sales team is to actually close and follow up. The purpose of a marketing team is to generate those leads to the sales team for the sales team to close. Now, sometimes what usually happens is the marketing team will say that I have generated 20 insurance leads, and they will say, the sales team will come and complain that, hey, none of these leads are good. They don't have the budget and whatnot. So it's a balance of those which you or your business have to understand, that how you have to decide to split those 2 departments. So another challenge usually I see is you're usually struggling to generate new leads. Think of it like this. Today morning, you woke up. How many new clients have you got for your business? Can I get some numbers for that? So I'm looking for new clients who reached out to you asking for your service. Grace, will you be able to assist me?
Yes, I am here. I am waiting for Richard and Jerry.
Data 1.
So we have 1.
Lucy, yeah, Annabelle 1, Victor 0, Esther 0.
1 last one.
Grace 1.
Okay, awesome. So we got roughly 1 on average a lead, or someone who was interested. Now here's the thing with leads or sales. A lot of the time we've tried different channels. We've tried radio, TV, WhatsApp stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, sending links to our friends on daily basis and just trying to see where you can get clients from. But your network is way bigger than that. The market is so big that there's enough fish for everyone. Now, what we have to do is we have to find those leads so we can get those fish. So another point is you don't have a proper system. So I know someone mentioned that they got 1 lead today. How are they managing them? How are they tracking them? How are they closing them? Is it that you got an inquiry today and then you've forgotten them tomorrow? Do you have a follow-up process? Do you have a system to ensure that every day you're following up with them, sending emails, sending offers? It can be difficult to manage, but then it's very important. Based on our case study, we've noticed that if you don't follow up, like in real estate or insurance, if you don't follow up with a client from 10 to 15 times, they won't come on board. You need to have 15 touch points, because here's what happens. You have competition, and your competition will follow up with your client, with your prospect three times, maximum 3 to 5, and they will leave them. Now, how do you get hold of them? To show them interest, you have to follow up more than 5 times, and an ideal number would be 15. So these are just a few things I'm just preparing you on our conversation ahead. Now, coming back to referrals, we need prospects which are high quality. Every business needs high quality prospects. What do I mean by high quality prospects? They can afford to buy, because there's no point of you reaching out to someone who can only afford to buy a 500K plot. You need someone who can afford to pay 5M or even 10M. So you're looking for those kind of leads. They must have the need. That means they really need the product, and they should have the desire to buy the product. And they must have authority, because if you're not reaching out to the right people, how will you be able to close them? So I'll walk you through that, how we do it through the digital space. Now, one key thing is a lot of businesses have a marketing budget. If you don't, I guess you should allocate 10 to 15% of your revenue to marketing. I've seen some businesses that allocate 40% of their revenue. Of course, these are very big corporations, but you can start from somewhere. Now, here's the beauty of digital. If you can see at the bottom right-hand corner, every marketing budget should generate X amount of value. So I'll give you an example. So we put in $5,000 in terms of marketing. Your business should have the predictability to tell you that I put in $5,000 as an investment, I have generated $50,000. Of course, the numbers will vary. It could be up or down. I'll dig into deep on that. Now, a lot of businesses use digital marketing or digital advertising to help their e-commerce brand. Some of you may have an e-commerce store and are like, I'm not generating any sales. What do we do there? So what happens here is we have to send people to your e-commerce store. If you don't send people to your e-commerce store, no one's going to come and buy. That's the reality. So if you've invested time, effort, and say, I have a good e-commerce store, but there's no one visiting, there is no point of that. So I will dig into deep on that as well. So a lot of e-commerce stores that we see, and you may be going through a challenge as well, is conversion rate. Here's the sad part of e-commerce stores. Usually from 100 visitors, you get 1 to 2 people converting. That means if you're selling a product, let's say of $50, and you bring in 100 people, only 2 will buy. It sucks, because the 98 have just left your e-commerce website. And there's a lot of tools, techniques that you have to use to ensure that those from 98, you retain at least 20 to 30%, because you're paying for this. Things. So okay. Moving on to the next one, any digital platform, but may have not seen any results or no results at all. I just want to know how many of you have tried boosting a post on social media?
We do that all the time.
And how many of you have seen results from it?
Shiko Shikuku is here. I'm sure she has seen a few results. I certainly once in a while, yes.
Okay, so can we say average, good, great? So I know where everyone stands.
From what I'm seeing, Richard says sparingly, enquiries only. Esther says results not so much. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So a lot of you may have tried it yourself, hired a freelancer or an agency, and in exchange, you've not seen the money coming in. So let me dig into the next issue. You may have seen success stories about businesses making millions. You don't know where to start. Just the way you said, getting a few inquiries, nothing concrete, not able to move forward. I guess you're in the right place. So I want to dig into that. Now, some of the taboos of digital. Everyone tells me I have a social media person, I'm doing social media, we have the perfect designs, we post, 20 times we post stories, we have 50,000 followers, or I'm using an influencer and I'm not getting results, or, I'm getting engagement, 20 people commented on all that stuff. The truth is, none of this matters if you're not getting money in your bank account. That's the truth. You can have 100,000 likes, but you're not making zero out of it. There's no point of it. And here's the reality. I have seen pages that have 1,000 likes and post 5 times a month and are making way more money than a brand that's posting 100,000, has 100,000 followers and are posting 40, 50 times. That's the reality. So now, what a lot of businesses miss out on is, why are you in business in the first place? Every one of you is here to solve a problem for your customer, or your prospect. So if you can see on the right-hand corner, you can have the ugliest design, have no engagement, no likes. But if you are able to provide the right message and the right offer, the client will come to you. And that is the truth, because you have to solve a problem. You do not need to showcase that I have a fancy product or I have this service. Think about their shoes. How are you able to help them? They will only come to you if you are providing a solution. It could be any industry, any business, any model. So that is the most key factor we usually look at. Now, I hope everyone knows what steroids are. So what I call digital ads is steroids for business. So what this means is, this is a system to make you money. Okay, this is not a pyramid scheme, this is not a scam. This works using AI and a few other technology which are beyond my understanding, and it helps build predictable revenue. Unlike humans, because if you have a salesperson going out on field and trying to chase for leads, or hoping and praying that a customer will come along today, this is the other way around. So what this does is, we are using technologies like Facebook's algorithm, LinkedIn's algorithm, TikTok's algorithm to generate the results we need. So when we look at results, we look at two things. If you're in B2B, you're looking for leads, which are inquiries, not inquiries. You're looking for highly qualified leads. Those are serious people who are coming to knock at your door that I need X service. And the other side, you have sales. So if you're generating, you have an e-commerce store, that is direct sales. So it's money back straight to your bank account. Of course, leads, you have to, nurture them, have a meeting with them, talk to them, close them, that process. But the beauty is it makes it very predictable. Now, let's jump into what digital ads are. So digital ads is where you pay any digital platform, I'm not going to specify which one. Now, why do we pay these digital platforms? We pay them to generate us leads and sales. But there's something you need to understand. We are probably 80 to 100 people on the call. Facebook knows 80 to 100 people of us are online. They know what we are doing right now. They know what time we wake up. They know what our interests are. They know everything about us. They could be even listening to our conversations right now. Now, what does that allow us to do? It allows us to have data of every single person at our fingertips. So I'm going to use an example of someone in the security space. Now, Bhavya is interested in insurance. So what happens here? I will Google that I need an insurance, premium, and Facebook and Google and all these platforms will start showing me those ads. But it's the person who knows how to show those ads to Bhavya will win the game. Now, here's what happens is I'm looking for a premium, and you get an inquiry, you're not able to convert it, or you're not able to follow up. All that process, the sales process can go on. But a lot of people don't know how to show their product or service to the right audience and how to nurture them and how to convert. Remember, initially we were talking about leads in terms of referrals. Referrals, there's a level of trust which is already set in place because one friend bought a product or service from you. In terms of digital ads, they don't know you. They don't trust you yet. You have to build their trust. Yes, someone sent an inquiry for your IT consultancy, but yes, they're interested, but how do you go ahead and build their trust? You have to show them your case studies, your testimonials, maybe have a one-on-one free call with them just to understand their scope. So that way you are able to nurture them. Remember, they have a different mindset from a referral. So one of the key tips I always tell all business owners, and if you're in the side hustle space as well, the rule of the game is the more you pay, the more you play. What I mean here is, let's say we have insurance company A. Insurance company A is spending $2,000 a month. And insurance company B is spending $5,000 a month. Who is going to win here? Can I get some answers from the audience? Grace?
Mm-hmm. Ask the question again, maybe.
So in terms of insurance company A, who is spending $2,000 on digital ads, and insurance company B, which is spending $5,000 on digital ads, who is going to get more results, A or B?
Most likely the one spending more. Yeah, Lucy says B, Polly says B, Salome says B, Enoch says B.
Okay, awesome. So what this means is all these platforms work like a bidding auction. So here you are auctioning against your competitors. The more you pay, the higher chances of you reaching out to those people who are interested in your service. That's the truth. So if you can outbid your competitors in the game, guess where all the leads and sales are going to? They're coming to your pocket. So that's something very key about digital ads. Now, moving on, I'm going to use an example of Mary Ann. She's a fictional character. So Mary Ann is generating 10 leads a day. Some of you said you're generating 1 lead a day. She's running a law firm, and imagine she's waking up every day to 10 people who are seeking legal advice. Again, we're not talking of people who are throwing in inquiries. We are talking of people who are highly qualified, who are serious, and they have said, I'm going through X problem. I need this solution. Kindly guide me. This is my budget, and I am ready to spend money with you right now. And before, she was generating 1 to 2 leads a day. Now imagine if you are getting 10 leads a day and you're trying to close maybe 20% of those. If your closing rate is industry average, because we usually look at that, your closing rate is really important because it's not a must. From the 10 leads, you will close all 10. Usually on a higher side, you will close 20%, while the 80%, you have to nurture them and bring them to your nurturing campaign. It could be in 3 months' time, they could be interested. It could be even 2 years. I've seen businesses where they say they got a lead that closed after 2 years. So this is Marianne's situation. She generates 10 leads, and in a month now, she's generating 300 leads. Coming from a person who's generating 1 to 2 leads. Of course, I am sure many of you are generating messaging campaigns or, running posting posts and running messages that, people message you and you get an inquiry, or they message you on WhatsApp. But really, are they really qualified people? Or it's just someone just who is window shopping and just wasting your time by pressing a button? I've seen messaging campaigns where someone can even say abusive words and you're just like, okay, because they're doing it for fun and they're just wasting your time. Those are not qualified leads. You rather go for quality over quantity. You rather get 10 leads over 100 leads. That is the truth. So I'm going to use another example of Jane. She runs a dentistry. Now, what is important to dentists? To them, the important part is they get appointments. So now what happens here is we have to understand their sales process. Of course, they're not like someone you call at the reception and then arrange a booking. So what we do is, with Facebook having billions of people's data, we tell Facebook, hey, get us people who are having toothache because they've recently, searched about their tooth or whatever problem, braces maybe, for example. Now, what will happen is we will tell Facebook and all these other platforms that, hey, can you show our ad to this kind of people? Again, if you see it says 15 appointments, it's not talking about 15 messages. Anyone can generate messages. We are looking for pre-booked appointments. So when the dentist comes to their clinic, they already know that at 8 o'clock I have someone to attend to. And that lead is from one of these platforms. And the beauty is the more leads that come in, the more sales, the more you're able to grow. It's an entire chain. Now, I want to give you an example of an e-commerce brand that we dealt with. Now, these guys were doing 10 baby products a day. And you're looking at an average order of $20. So that they're not doing much. Now, what we had them do is they start pumping in $3,000 a day, $3,000 a month. Within the first month, the results were not good. We were still testing a lot of things because you don't get it right the first time. You have to spend a bit of time before you give up. And usually within 3 months, we see success. Success means you get the right people inquiring to your product or service, you know who your audience is, and it's not overnight. Something every business needs to understand. It's not you press boost and, oh, God's going to send you, all the leads that you require. No, it doesn't work like that. There's a lot of testing, optimization along the way to get you the right leads. So this business we started scaling them up rapidly. And we asked them, how much can you actually put in terms of production? And they're like, we want to scale rapidly. So we asked them for an interesting budget. We asked them for $50,000 a month. Now, if you do $300 sales per day times $20, today they're generating $180,000 a month with an ad spend of $50,000. Of course, they're making roughly three times the return. But there's a hook to it. All businesses are not good enough for the digital space. You need to understand that. Some businesses, it may not be viable. So you have to test. Because what happens here is they're just generating 3 times their revenue. But since it's a baby product, it has a lifetime value. That means once they buy the product, they will buy the product again and again and again and again for X number of months. So what they do is they will recover the money in the long term. Now, for businesses that have, high ticket. So let's say if it's a law firm, a law firm will make easily $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 based on a case. They're able to afford, let's say, $50 or $100 a lead, because they will make $5,000. But if you're an FMCG and your margins are tight, this will not be the way to go, unless you're just looking for brand awareness. But if you are looking into B2B space, you're looking for clients for your security business, your education business, you're looking for students, this will be the way to go, because your cost per acquisition is really important. The price you acquire your customer is the most vital in this space. And I will walk you through that. Now, there are two things we believe in. So if you can see, our organization has two programs. One is called LeadX program. So what we do is, I'm just going to highlight how we go around this. So I'm going to use the education space. You're looking for kids in the high school who want to go to your diploma courses or your degree courses. Who are the people you target? So what we do is we create a persona. We're targeting their parents, we're targeting the kids. The kids have influence on their parents, and the parents will have influence on them. So what happens is we show ads to both of them. What does that mean? They believe that the brand has credibility, it exists, and it could have something interesting. Just to let you guys know a story. So there was a time I was interviewing a candidate, and he is like, he saw one of our clients' ads, and I was like, interesting, because he told me that he wanted to enroll on that program. So that's how powerful digital ads is. So our process usually begins, you need to understand who your client is. You need to document their journey. You shouldn't be selling something wrong, something you're selling to a wrong audience. Otherwise, you're wasting dollars. You need to document your sales process. If you're in insurance, what's the sales process? They book an appointment, they book a call, the next step, Then we define a funnel stage. So we create funnels. So based on offers, hooks. So we build funnels, or you will have to build funnels for each of these guys to walk through. Because a funnel is really important to generate high quality leads. Then we look into the content key gap analysis, and then we set up goals and OKRs. So if your objective is to generate 300 leads, you need to start backtracking how much a lead is going to cost you. So if a lead is going to cost you $10 and you want to generate 100 leads, you need to pump in $1,000 to generate that. And if you're a law firm, one lead can get you $5,000 sales. That's how the math works. Another thing we look at is competitor analysis. We look at the competitors locally and internationally, what they're doing right and why they're spending money. Because if someone's spending money, that means there's something right that we are doing. Another thing is we look at the keywords, because you won't believe me how important the power of words are. How you write your copy makes everything. It's not about your design, it's all about your copy. If your copy can convince someone, if you write it in persuasive language, you've got someone in your hook. And then, of course, the last but not least, we create a production calendar. So this is about LeadX. Now, in terms of revenue, so this is applicable to e-com brands. They set up KPIs that I want to reach $5,000 a month, $50,000 a month in sales. We do the same thing. We create a buyer persona. We set up pay-per-click assessments. We analyze and audit their website and their conversion. Because some businesses don't convert, some businesses convert really well, and it's a key factor. We set up a strategy, and then we run an execution plan. Now, here's the thing with a lot of businesses that are not aware. As you're an expert in your industry, you need to hire someone who is an expert in the digital space. Of course, you can be burnt by agencies. You may already have been burnt by agencies. You will lose resources in terms of time, money, and frustration and all that stuff. But you need to look for someone who has generated results. It's not about working with a big brand. Your agency or your freelancer could have worked with Coca-Cola, but then you cannot compare yourself with Coca-Cola because their brand recognition is on a different level with yours. That's the truth. You need someone who can tell you, okay, I can get you from X figure to Y figure, and this is how I'm going to do it. Otherwise, they're just bullshitting you your way around. That is the truth. Another thing that is very important is a lot of people think that, they're marketers by boosting a post. The truth is a lot goes into it. you need a strategist, you need someone who can write copies. Copies are important. You need someone who can buy ads for you on your behalf. You need a designer or a content creator. You need a developer to build your funnels and someone who is an account manager, because you don't have the time. You wouldn't want to be the decision maker of approving a design or approving a post. You need someone to do it on your behalf. So that's usually how it's the same. Now, how does this thing work? You spend $1 to make $5. It's all about return on investment. So what happens here is, for some businesses, it could be higher. I've seen businesses that spend $1 and make $64. And I've seen some businesses that make $1 to $3. So it's all about your industry. It's all about your business. It depends even on your processes, because you may have a poor sales process, and you may have an extremely good sales process where your sales team is chasing those deals for you. Now, something very important, how digital ads work. Imagine you have Mary, who is your customer who bought a $200,000 land from you. Now, what you have to do is you have to tell these platforms, hey, I want 20 more clients like Mary, because you know they're going to fork you $200,000 extra. You don't want the clients who will negotiate and take you down, because if they take you down in terms of pricing, how will you grow, right? Another thing that a lot of digital marketing agencies and people need to understand is, what's your cost per acquisition? How much are you paying to acquire a lead? You could be acquiring $1 to get a lead, but they're not of high quality, like the messages that you dropped in. But you would rather pay $15 or $30 to get someone who is very serious and who needs your service. So which one will you pay for? The $1 and get 15 shady people like that, pay a $30 and get one serious guy who you know you'll close? So you need to look at those aspects. Another aspect is building a sales pipeline. A sales pipeline is really, really important in your digital ads scenario. So it's not like just you go ahead and boost and you leave those messages hanging. You need to put them in a pipeline where you can manage them and see where they are going along. How many have converted to a booked appointment? How many have closed? How many said, come back to me a month later? Because you could be getting a serious inquiry through a message, but you've not followed up with them and you've lost whatever money you put in. The other thing is, digital ads are the cheapest form of acquiring customers. You need less resources, so you don't need to go through city council permits. You don't need to set up a billboard, pay for the banner, blah, 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 and whatnot. It's just a matter of 2-3 hours. You've set up a campaign and you're up and running. And the beauty is, once someone clicks your ad or once someone's seen your ad, you can hunt that person till they die. You can show them your ads till they die or they buy a product from you. And that's one of the mottos that we usually stick to. You can keep showing them over and over again, product or service. Something else you need to know is your audience. It's a game of testing. As I mentioned to you, we tried reaching out to high school students and parents. We tried different places. We tried universities, a lot of other things. And once we nailed it down, that we know this is our audience, we start scaling up and start putting in more money on that. Another thing is, it's not easy, because if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it. And something that's very important, you need to understand how Facebook works. You need to understand how LinkedIn works, because it depends on how you use the machine to give you the results. If you use it poorly, you'll get poor results. If you use it properly, you'll get the results that you desire. Now, let's talk about our company. So LXR, what we do is, we don't charge any retainers. We don't have any hidden costs. We don't charge for anything. What we do is just you pay us for results. If you need leads, let's say 50 leads every month, you pay for us the 50 leads. If we don't generate any leads, you don't pay us anything. If you're an e-com brand and you want to scale to, let's say, $30,000 a month, we will help you get there, and we will just charge you for what the results that we helped you get there. We guarantee results. The beauty is, since it's an algorithm and it's AI and all that good stuff, we can guarantee results. It's not predictability, or you wake up in the morning and just say that, hey, I'll bring you 10 clients. No, we have a predictive solution behind it. Another thing, what we do is, imagine you didn't have to find clients. Imagine you had leads, customers knocking at your door, and all you had to do is close and fulfill them. How much headache will that be out of your from your brains? All you have to do is just focus on fulfillment and delivery. What if you wake up every morning and see that I've got 10 clients who are waiting for a response, or 50 sales happened? You need to learn how to crush your competitors in the digital space, because Kenya is really behind in this space, and if you get it right, you can get a lot of market share in your industry. So what I'm going to say is, there's a decision for you to continue doing nothing, or you can utilize this opportunity. What you can do is, this is my calendar, so you can just take a photo of it or screenshot, or you can check it out on the video later and book a call with me. And I would like to go in depth and understand where your business is and how we can get you there to the goals that you require. And that's all for now. I will be happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Bhavya. Let me tell you, I am still trying to understand this thing, in as much as I remember you asking me, was it 2 years ago, how I'm generating leads, and you really tried to talk me out of this referral business, because I am a victim of the referral business. And Vicky Karoga, I know you are here. I know we are in the same boat. Hello, Vicky. And And I think, Bhavya, we really need to, I know people need to come and consult you, but we also need to understand, like, what are these funnels? Not really because we really want to do it ourselves. Of course, we are coming to you, but we really need to understand. I was speaking to a friend of mine who does tech. He's a tech person, and he was talking to me about creating funnels, because I was trying to explain what we want to do with Get It Right. And then he's like, you need to create these funnels, you need to do this. And maybe just in like 2 minutes, you can explain to us what funnels are. But before that, allow me to mention that this webinar series is brought to you by Atara Solutions in partnership with Balcon Housing, Stallion Construction Company, and Pathways Solutions. So yes, Bobby, what is this funnel business?
Okay, so let's use an example. I'm on my phone. I will drop a text. I've seen an ad. I will say send message, right? I have clicked it for the sake of clicking it, or I'm interested. Now, what happens here is you may get a message such as, I'm interested in your product, tell me more, all that, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. You don't want those kind of responses, because it's very difficult to actually get them on a call. So what happens in a funnel is, let's say you are in insurance business. You write up a case study. You write up a case study on how you're helping a certain individual or a certain company. You could be in the real estate industry and talking about your case studies, how you helped people get the right plots and they built their dream house. So what happens is, this is targeted towards the sale. You want them to go to a specific objective, an objective like booking a call, requesting an inquiry. There is a very big difference between a funnel and a website. A website, once someone visits a website, there are so many buttons that you may lose the attention of that person. With a funnel, it's only one objective. You send them to achieve one thing. It's either a booked call, a request callback, or whatever the call to action is. Their focus is how there was a problem, how you solved it, and why you can help them. Once they go through a funnel, they know everything about your product. That means they're serious about your product. It's not someone who just says, I'm more interested. In the funnel, you will ask them questions like, if you're in insurance, how many family members do you have? What's your salary, monthly salary? All those kind of questions. What happens now in a funnel? You qualify these people. You qualify them, because let's say you are only supplying to people who have 3 or more family members. You don't want anyone less than 1. So you filter them to the guys who you actually want. Here's the beauty of it. Once you get those leads from a funnel, let's say you've told Facebook, I want family members of 5+, we will tell Facebook, or you can tell Facebook that I want guys who have more than 5 family members. So you're sending that data to Facebook, LinkedIn, and all these other platforms. And you get more of that, more of that, more of that. It's like a tap. So you switch on the tap, you get water. when you're overwhelmed, you switch off that tap and you won't get leads.
Oh, okay. Now I'm beginning to understand. Shiko Shikuku, we are definitely going for this class. Bobby, we will partner and do this training now properly and to just to understand how it all works out. And I can see David asking, do we pay you after the results or do we pay you before? Because they want to start on this immediately. Bobby, we've lost you. Or is it my internet? Okay,
yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah, so what happens here is the beauty is you pay after the results are delivered. So we have weekly cycles. So you tell us we want 50 leads, we deliver the 50 leads, then you pay us the next week. That's it. You pay for results. You don't pay us if you don't do anything. That's how confident we are.
No, and like my friend Ben, who is never on social media, how do we help him?
So here's the beauty of this. If you don't have social media, there are other channels. He must be on email. You can reach out to him on email, and God knows where the information is, but his information is there. And you can reach out to him on that.
Okay. And Paul Ngogi, I can see the solution is here. Absolutely. And what was the other question? So David was asking, I want to start straight away. How does one get started? So so the what I'm getting from this conversation, Bobby, is that we need to spend more. You know, some of us are like, we spend 500 shillings and hope for the best. So that's not gonna cut it.
So when I initially mentioned, it's pay to play. So if I own a HR solutions company and I'm spending $1,000 and Gracie is spending 500, of course, I'm gonna get more results. And it's a bidding competition. So I'm bidding over you and you'll never see the results and then you'll give up. So what you need to do is, of course, you have the budget, but you need to plan how to use that budget, because you could end up spending that $1,000 down the drain, or you could make 10,000 out of it.
Okay. So this is more on, you know, my friend yesterday was telling me the world is being run by tech people, and I agree, because of this AI business and just data-based decision making and all that. And Paul is saying, myself, I've never sold anything from my shop, only to staff. Looking forward to more results now that I'm alone. I'm not alone, struggling.
So what I can do, Grace, for you is we can have a physical demo on how to set things up, just on a higher level, because I've just gone through the theory and for people to understand what this is, because they may not understand. So that is a high level, and then we can have another session. We can just dig in how to set it up. Of course, it won't be 100% perfect, but just at least a guide on, getting things started.
Of course, we want to deep dive on this, and I'm sure the people on this call will not mind to spend 1,000 bob to come and deep dive. And I yes, there they are. We will organize a physical setup and we will go. Cindy Moses, and allow me to just allow Moses to speak, because Moses has challenged me over the last 1 year, because I am something that needs to be worked on. Moses.
Moses, please unmute yourself.
Okay, he said, no, we take this up later. All right, no problem, Mozi. And all right, so Bobby, I think we need to organize, because we really need to get, no, Mozi, don't mind about putting on your video. Just wanted you to say hello. But we need to really organize and do a deep dive on this, because I know most of the people on this call who really would like to understand much deeper on this. I've asked questions. Where is the question? Okay, let me just look for the question.
In the meantime, Bavi, your presentation was spot on. This is Moses, guys. For some of us who are not as tech savvy as some of you, trust me, this is something which I now understand what my IT guys were trying to explain. And pay to play, I get it. Before we were paying, but we were playing without a funnel. So Bavi, I'm in your office, I believe, on Thursday or on Tuesday next week. And Atara Solutions, as always, Hongera, thank you very much. Next time I won't be in pajamas, so I'll come on screen.
No worries, no worries. Thank you. I thought to give you the honor. Mozi is a good friend of mine. Bavi, you're sharing the loot. Anyway, Vicky is asking, how long does it take you to generate the leads? And what is this conversion rate for the leads given?
Okay, so to be honest, usually I will keep your expectations low. What I mean by expectations low is budget yourself. I have to spend $1,000 for 6 months. Forget that money. $6,000 is down the drain. Think of that. What happens here is you won't start seeing results immediately, because what happens is there are a lot of factors. Remember, you need to have a strong offer. You need to have a strong, solid foundation. You need to have a strong sales process. You need to have a good copy and a good audience. Those are the 5 characteristics you need. So what happens here is you will spend $1,000 the first month, but then you're not generating the results. So what you start doing is you start playing around with the audiences. You start editing the copies. You start editing the creative till you know that I have actually nailed the kind of people I want for my business. Once you nail them down, then it is the way up only. There is no other way around it. Because what will happen is once you start pumping $1,000, you know what kind of clients you've got, what kind of prospects. Second month, you want better prospects, you write better copy, better design, Third month, you know you are up and running and you're generating all the leads you need. And conversion rate applies a lot for e-commerce businesses. What happens is a conversion rate helps in terms of, think of it, 100 people have visited your showroom, for example, if you have a shop. 100 people have visited your showroom, only 2 buy. Why do only 2 buy from you? Because your salesperson was lazy, your salesperson didn't do anything, you didn't have good offers on the stand. Now, what happens here with conversion rate? If you improve that conversion rate, that means you have a better salesperson, you have more, decorative atmosphere, better atmosphere, all that good stuff. From 2 people, you assume 10 people will buy. What does this mean? You get more sales and more revenue. And that's the game. You are sending 100 people every day, or you're sending 100,000 people. But if your conversion rate is 0.5, you're getting nothing. And if you improve that, you are making your money.
Okay. And is it Coach who's asking, so do you pay after getting lead, or if lead converts into a sale? So Mutangani, is it pay Bavi or pay Facebook and the others? Maybe you need to be clear on that. And then Purity is saying, do you have a dedicated person to do this? Do you have to have a dedicated person to do this?
Okay, so to start off with, yes, you need to have someone dedicated. It's mandatory. It's not like today you wake up and you leave those things running, because it's spending money on your behalf, right? You need someone who is 24/7 looking at the stats, because what happens here is if you're getting a lead at $50, tomorrow you may wake up to $100 a lead. That's double your cost per acquisition, or it could be even $500, which you want to avoid. You want to ensure you get the cheaper leads at a better quality. So if imagine for a week, you've put $500 for a week and you've just gone offline and you're getting messages. When you wake up, you're like, oh shit, I paid $70 a lead, and your product you're selling is at $20 or $30 or even $10. That means you've lost money trying to get a client.
Okay.
And the other thing regarding leads, so what happens is there's a budget you need to set, or we advise you on a budget. Usually we do an audit. We usually look at your account. If your account is healthy, we do an audit and then analyze that you need X amount of budget to become profitable or generate X amount of leads or sales. And then we charge based on a lead. So every lead we generate, which is highly qualified, which is someone who is really interested, because I can't do the closing for you. Otherwise, I'll be running your business or competing with you. So, yeah.
And can we get a special rate for people and get it right? I am talking for you all people, because these are my people on the audit. And let me just ask this. I'm in career and executive leadership HR strategy. Does this work for such a business? I have been relying on LinkedIn and other forums and referrals.
Right. So here's the beauty. You're on the right platform. You're running on LinkedIn. But the beauty of LinkedIn ads is it can even get you a meeting with the Safaricom CEO. If you're running LinkedIn ads, it can link you to. people who you'll never imagine. But LinkedIn is way more expensive than any other platform. If your service is, let's say, $2,000 or $5,000, then you'll make money from LinkedIn. Because what you want to do is you want to reach to the top level management, the decision makers. LinkedIn is slightly more expensive. Where you get a lead for, let's say, $5 on Facebook, you're paying $300 a lead. And you need to see if you're able to make money from that $300 per lead. So you need to play around with LinkedIn's platform. And
okay, I don't know that it's my internet or yours, but I think I missed your 30 seconds back.
Okay.
Okay, can Bobby comment on paid tariff versus organic tariff?
Where do you want to make the money fastest?
What is the difference?
The answer is,
let's start from what is paid tariff and organic tariff.
Okay,
me and Madhangani are here trying to understand this business.
So if you want to generate sales fastest, you want to make money fastest, you pay these guys. The game is playing where you pay them. The more you pay, the more results you get. Organic is a long-term goal. You could set up SEO, all that kind of stuff. You can write blogs, all that stuff, but it won't get you as fast as how paid traffic gets you. With paid traffic, overnight, you're with 100 leads or 100 customers, but with organic, it will take maybe even 3 years. Something to be honest about, I tell every company, if you're doing social media marketing, which is posting on your social media pages, that money is down the drain. That is organic. If you have a website and you don't have a funnel, or you're not driving people to a funnel, that website is down the drain as well. So if I were you, I would start spending money on paid traffic. I pay money.
That's why I'm not rich.
You pay Facebook. You pay Facebook, LinkedIn, all these guys. If you want to pay me, you can pay me and I will generate those results.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. David is asking, who is paid, Bobby or Facebook? Of course, Facebook. Yeah. Bobby can be paid as a consultant. Wow, this is, I think, an eye-opener, and especially for, because I believe some of the people here, quite a number of the people here are also in consulting. I can see quite some familiar names, and I think they are also trying to make money on the side as much as they are employed. So probably that would be something that we need to pick up on. But we are definitely doing a follow-up call on this because I think we need to do a deep dive. Today was touching up and just trying to understand how it all works. And this funnel business, Oscar, thank you for opening my eyes on funnel business. And we are sitting down on that, by the way. That one is not going down the drain. And all right, Bobby, congratulations. In fact, you have changed our language. Now we are talking in terms of dollars. Are you guys hearing that? We are not just saying shillings. We are talking dollars today, man. Bobby 2 years ago was talking to me in shillings. Now he's talking dollars. I mean, he's the first client who ever asked for a virtual assistant. Hey, we need to style up people. So thank you so much, guys. I don't think we have. Yes, David, we have. I'm just trying to see whether we have a last question. Does it mean one will have to work with Bobby throughout the business life? Maybe I can answer that. Not necessarily purity. I think it's more about understanding and starting. It's also important. What he meant is it's important to have somebody who is tracking the results of your page to be able to even contact and convert these clients, because the clients will come to you, but now getting money out of their pockets is also your business. Yeah. So that part, that last part, the closing part is on you. So if you don't know how to convert, we need to also work on your conversion. And you can check our YouTube. We did a closing sales, I think in season 2 with some karaoke. So even if you get the whole thing done, that final bit to get money out of that person's pocket is up to you. So the way you rely on your friends for referrals, you rely on good service, they will tell another, who will tell another, that's fine. But what Bobby is saying is that is unsustainable. We need to have cast the net wider. And that means that you probably might have to eventually hire somebody to manage your social media accounts, or get Bobby to set you up, get to understand what's happening, and then maybe you can do a follow-up. So Yes, you want to book contact with Bavi, the address is there. You can also get in touch with me. I'll be able to share Bavi's email address and you can contact him. He works 24 hours. If you don't catch him during the day, please. He's the one guy who does not follow the law on distortion, disturbing. And yes, you can get Bavi to hire you a digital person for sure, for sure, for sure. So explains why I'm not making money on YouTube as well. Anyway, we will have this conversation. I can't believe I've known you for all these years and I'm still broke. All right, thank you.
Grace, just before you close.
Short, Bavi.
Hello.
No, I'm telling Bavi he can do his parting shot.
Okay.
Yeah, Grace will change that. And everyone else who is on the call, at least on the next call, we can dig in way deep and then you can start generating whatever results you want to. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Bavi, for taking your time to be here. We are, it's season 3, Jerry. We are being real. We are being as real as possible. Yeah. So thank you so much, our audience. We really, really appreciate you. This program is brought to you by Atara Solutions in partnership with Balcon Housing, Stallion Construction Company, and Pathway Solutions, Service Solutions. Balcon is a real estate and property management firm. Stallion Construction is a construction company. Pathway Service Solutions is a training firm who they have beautiful, beautiful, awesome content on their LMS, and you guys need to start taking advantage. Obviously, we have a Wandi restaurant. It's a restaurant on Nairobi Nanyuki Highway at Ola Kambiti. At Kambiti, there's a new Ola and there's a station there where you can go and have your meal. And obviously we are going to get Bavi as one of our sponsors because of this business that's coming your way. Bavi, I can see he's hired here, so we are sharing this loot. And thank you so much, our audience, for making it here. Thank you, Catherine, for your awesome job. I hope our brothers and sisters who are have the hearing challenge are now enjoying the sessions. And thank you, Bavi, for being here. Kevin, maybe you can say some closing remarks.
Not really. This session has been amazing. Thanks, Bavi, for enlightening us with the information. As Grace would say, at Get It Right, we always get it right.
Absolutely. Yes, we will share the recording. We will, hopefully Bavi is willing to share with us his presentation. We will send to your emails for anyone who registered for this. We will upload the recording on our YouTube channel. It's Get It Right with Atara Solutions. Please go and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, like our Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please leave a comment. And we are working from changing from Kenya shillings. We will be speaking in dollar, the dollar language. But honestly, this is a topic we are definitely doing again. Next week, we are moving on to Job Seekers Corner, and we have your favorite speaker who will be speaking to us about LinkedIn optimization so that headhunters can see you. And you can spread the word to anyone who's looking for a job and one who is looking to be headhunted. We are looking at how you can optimize your LinkedIn so that headhunters can get a hold of you. And of course, that is with Jane Mutisia. So we shall see you on Tuesday, same time, same place, as we look at job seekers and how to optimize your LinkedIn to make sure you get the right job. We are heading into March, my God. Hey, time is moving fast. So thank you so much, guys. We honor you. We appreciate you. My name is always Grace Nzula. I am a HR consultant and trainer with Atara Solutions. I am your host. This is Get It Right with Atara Solutions, and we get it right. See you next Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Good night. Oh yeah, music coming up.